Reality Team TV, we're back again with Ahmed Kayuki TV. You get me? My brother. What's going on, big bro?
Nothing, man. I'm good, man. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Just coming off the Super Bowl last weekend. I'm on the moon, man.
Hey, do you wanna...
Is it because you saw Alicia Keys in the red dress?
Yeah, why?
No, I didn't even know. My team was losing half time, so
okay,
I didn't even enjoy my performance. I didn't even enjoy the whole Usher performance. Plus, I had work next day.
Yeah.
So I've gone to bed exactly at half time. We're down by 7 points. It's 10-3 to them.
Yeah.
So I didn't really enjoy the whole performance. So I went to bed. So I was heartbroken at half time, man.
Oh, dread, man. You never even got to enjoy it.
No, I tried to.
The Super Bowl was not a good...
I tried to get the day off, but my manager wasn't having it. I've been trying to make an excuse like my son's got a dentist appointment on Monday.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, because my aim was if I get Monday off,
Yeah.
I stay up the whole Sunday night. Remember, this Super Bowl game is like 5-hour thing.
Yes,
Half time alone is like 45 minutes or something, isn't it? So I knew. So half time, I'm sorry, I went to bed with a broken heart thinking my team was going to lose. I woke up next day, I did not check my phone because I didn't want to go to work with a messed up mood, didn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine, I found out we won next day like 8 p.m. when I came home.
Yeah,
I put the
okay.
TV on, I see the Chief, and then I just dropped on it. Because remember, it's like the other team,
Yeah.
Bro, overall, they had stars. All we had was that the quarterback, the tight end, and the manager. That's it.
Yeah.
But overall, the other team, from top to bottom, their defense was better than us. The offense was better than us. So it's just one of them ones that back in the days where Man United would go into a game against a team where they're better, but they just got Ronaldo. Remember them days Ronaldo was carrying United for a long time. So that's how we was with us as well. So we had this guy called Patrick Mahomes, and I don't know how.
Big up Mahomes, man.
At the moment,
That's your guy, innit?
No,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, he's doing bits, man.
Yeah?
I'm telling.
That guy's iconic, bro.
It feels good to be in this era just to witness what he's doing. Remember, for years the league was run by that guy Tom Brady, innit? He had the league like in the chokehold for so many years, but then he retired, and you got these new cats that you got Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, and they're just taking the league to another level, man. So right now I'm knee deep in the NFL, bro. I've been watching more NFL games than football. You know, like soccer, English soccer. I don't know why. It's like,
Bro, I just literally talked
it's weird, man. It's weird. I can't explain it why. It's like, after the whole lockdown, something happened to me with football. It's not longer the same. I'm trying to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I only look for, for like Champions League games. Even the league games, I don't really watch unless... If I'm on my barber game, my haircut, and then I get caught up watching the game when the game's there. The whole African Nation Cup, I never watched it.
I didn't log in.
There was a girl at work that she knew more than me. She was telling me, Nigeria won, and I'm just going along like, yeah. But I did not watch a single game until the finals, when I was like a 3-minute highlight. But other than that, I've just been knee-deep in the NFL for a long time. But anyway, enough of the NFL.
Yeah, now...
Alhamdulillah, thank God
good,
we
man.
won the Super Bowl.
So did you, like, after... Like you said, you only found out like your team won the following evening. So did you look in? So when you found out the following evening that you guys won, after you celebrated, did you look into the performance that everybody was talking about, the halftime, Alicia Keys and Usher?
No, even now I still haven't watched it.
Oh no?
No, I haven't, because there's been so much highlights since we've won it.
So much.
But obviously the only bad thing that happened was like during the parade, there was a shooting, man. It's like let's say Arsenal win the league.
Yeah.
They're doing a parade in Tottenham, and then there's like one.
Oh, were they shooting?
Yeah, one 44-year-old woman died.
Oh,
there was a lot of injuries, and there was like an 8-year-old girl's got hurt. That's the only thing that hurt me, man. That's the only thing.
It's supposed to be the most joyous.
Yes. It's that area, Kansas City, is so divided. You know, you go black, white, rich, poor.
Yeah.
So the team is the only thing that brings. At that day, you don't care what color you are, race you are.
It brings
everybody
together.
And then some idiot people went ahead and did some shooting. So that was the only downside to my week. Because when I came back, I'm thinking like, bro, it's messed up because it could happen like in London. Let's say if Arsenal was to win the league next year, there could be England. It would be a stabbing, like carnival. We're used to it now. Whenever carnival's done, you're going on your phone thinking, I wonder how many stabbings were.
Exactly.
Because we know not a lot of people carry guns like that in England, but in America with the whole license to carry, it just makes the whole gun thing.
Yeah.
We can talk about that one day if you want. The whole debate about what you think that like people should got the right to have guns, or the government should take all the guns. I know the police also should have the guns, but again, that's a debate for another day. But listen, sorry for the whole for the whole American tantrum.
Never start saying the sorry again. I told you, bro.
You're on the right topic.
Yeah, bro.
We're talking about knife crime.
Yeah, bro.
Basically, crime within itself.
Yeah,
so that's a part of crime and all of that, man.
And even I was saying, Bro, even I was saying to Lano, that obviously over the last maybe 2-3 months, a little bit, I'll say maybe 2, like knife crime, innit? Obviously, maybe it's still going on, but in terms of like social media and people like reporting it, for me in the social media world, it seems like it's been quiet.
He has.
And my question would be like, my question is like, I wonder if it's really calmed down, or if it's still, obviously, if all of these kids are still stabbing each other, but it's just not making social media, or if it's just not making as much
so
noise.
you think it might be getting suppressed by trying to like sweep it under the carpet?
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
I don't know with that. So. You know, the only way to know, obviously, we're grown ups. We're not in the streets.
Yeah.
So this question, the best person to ask, you know, these so-called little youths that listen to drill, like in your row, because they're in the Snapchat, or you know, this boy got chef, this boy got that. So they'll know more. But me, because now like I got a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I've been threatened to get stabbed like a month ago. One guy came. Imagine a guy came to try to steal something. We got back on what we have to get. Yeah. He's leaving the shop, but it goes in his pocket like he's got a knife. Pretend like he was coming to stab me. So I'm never gonna lie to you, man. So I came to that. It's like a month ago, but I didn't really think anything about it because I knew this guy was something was wrong with me. So I've ran downstairs to get like a baseball bat because I'm thinking, knife against a baseball bat, you need to come close to me to stab me. I ain't got to be close to you like to take your legs out. So I experienced it like a month ago, man. One guy came in, tried to steal something, we got our stuff back. As in his way up, pretend like he had a knife on him, gun in his way, proper pretending like he's got something. So obviously, like,
to intimidate.
My body's not metal, you know, it's flesh in it, and it, knife and metal flesh don't mix in it. So I was like, go on, like, take her, but then eventually I just left him. I went down to get the thing. When I came back, like, he was gone, but he came back last week and it did the same thing to my manager now. So I don't know, man. Like I said, UK is full of so much, like, stupid people that are out there doing something dumb. But like I said, as long as you live your life doing what's positive, that's what it's all about. Because I believe in karma as well.
Like, guys, guys, I've got a question for you guys as well. Obviously, you know, like to shoot somebody, like you can actually be at a reasonable distance because you can aim and shoot at somebody a little bit further from you. You see, with this knife crime, like even till this day, I just still don't understand. It's like you have to get personal, you have to get close and personal to stab someone. So it's like, surely, like this, why even sometimes the mentality of some of these guys, some of these kids that stab each other. Honestly, sometimes I just literally still get shocked. Sometimes I still think to myself, like, to get up close and personal, and especially all of these big knives that they use these days, it's like...
They're using machetes, and samurai swords and that.
When I saw the thing that guy Farron used to take off the street, I don't know why they never made that like a proper real documentary. If you put that show over the... You know how they picked that Top Boy and put it on Netflix, If they picked up that show over like BBC One, ITV, or Channel 4, showing what these kids are going, I'm not going to lie to you, man. Sometimes when you're young and they show you how really, it might even make you think twice about thinking, you know what, I'm not going to carry. And then they need to make movies about the consequences, what happens when you go to prison. Or some people get deported back to the country, because a friend of mine got deported in Zimbabwe for some stupidness they did, He lost weight, he started suffering from mental health, depression. Then before I knew it, he was younger than me. And then... Is in the next life now, man. I don't know whether him getting deported has something to do with him not longer being with us anymore. But all of us that grew up together, that's two here, were all still here. But for some reason, he went and then his health just deteriorated all the way in Zimbabwe. But I don't know, man. But to me, carrying a knife is a stupid thing to do because you're putting your life. You're basically saying, I'd rather get judged by 12 than be carried by 6. What do I mean by that? A young boy is afraid to get caught slipping, or they call it lacking now. He's thinking, if my ops catch me lacking, if I get stabbed, I might die. I'm going to get carried by 6. Remember when you die, 6 people carry your coffin, right? But sometimes think, you know what, instead of me being to get carried by 6, I'm going to take my chances and get judged by 12. What do I mean by that? When you get caught with a knife to ask you guilty or not guilty, you go to trial, there's 12 juries. So so when you're carrying a knife, you think, you know what? Instead of me getting carried by 6, I rather get judged by 12. And I think sometimes that plays a major part. But again, it's my opinion. It's my personal opinion, and I'm just one human being. Like I said, if you ask like a teenage boy that living that life right now, you probably get like a much better answer of why they carry knives. Because us growing up, I don't know if I was the same with you, but if I had a problem with somebody, you know what, after school, let's meet up, we fight.
Fist fight.
Knuckles, man.
I was 25 and 1 in the streets. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, I never lost a fight. I lost a fight, but won the majority of my fights.
I remember this nigga used to fight a lot after school.
But I'm not going to be like Mayweather and say I was that 50 and no, I was 25 and 1. I lost a fight as well, but I'm still here. All those 24 other guys I fought, they're still here. All of us are still here. But carrying a knife is just... like I said, we all have different mindset, and I don't know why people carry knives. That's why it's better to ask them to be called use on the street. Why do you carry knives? I'm not gonna lie to you. Growing up, I had a belt, but just, if I get into a fight, if you get outnumbered,
you flick it out,
that's the only thing I ever carried as a weapon. If I go, let's say with me and my boys to go out and you get outnumbered, I'll put the belt around my waist. Because when you swing that, it makes you think twice before like approaching it. So that's my opinion. I hate knives. The only time I use knives in the kitchen. I think that's where knives should stay. It should stay in the kitchen.
Yeah, but then where they even getting the money to even go and get a machete?
Bro,
where
you see these things they carry.
They ain't cheap.
No, basically, there's like, you know, that black market. There's I heard some people talking about who was the last person. Basically, like, you know, Chunks and Philly. Yeah, they've got this new podcast. Yeah, and they basically say, Chunks, because you know, like Idris Elba done a campaign, enough campaign. I don't know if you know about it.
Oh, I know. I think he's one of the most.
So he went on the platform to just wear, obviously, because they've got the youths in it. You know, like a lot of kids follow Chunks and Philly. And they were having a conversation, and one of the things that Chunks said to Philly and Idris Elba is how easy it is to get, you know, a knife on social media. Different kinds of knives that apparently you would go on some websites, they would even ask you for your ID. You just put your bank details in there or whatever, boom, 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 and literally the knives will get delivered to whatever address you put in there. So for me, I think, yeah, like the issue is, honestly, the issue is like out of control in terms of like the access, you know, like the accessibility, in terms of access, easy access to the,
to that one,
man. And one of the things that you know, people usually you know, like you hear adults sometimes kind of, I don't know if they mean it to sound like they make, I don't know if these adults, when they say this, I don't know if they mean it in terms of like making excuses for the kids, but I feel like as time goes by, I feel like this is not, if more adults keep on saying this, I feel like this is not going to solve the issues of these kids stabbing each other. You know, when some adults say kids are scared, you know, that some kids, maybe it's not the right way, but I understand some kids are, you know, in too deep. You know, some kids, maybe because that person killed another person, so it's like retaliation. Like,
get back.
What are your thoughts in terms of like, what are your thoughts of that? Because I feel like in life, if you really want to make a change, I honestly believe it could be anything. I feel like if you really want to make a change, you would do, you know, you go the whole mile. You do whatever you need to do in order for you to make those changes. Meaning, a lot of these kids, you know, like sometimes they say, I can't move out the area. Obviously, I need to protect myself because if it, like you said, if it's not me getting stabbed, it's another person. If it's not another person, it's me. Like, do you feel like this mentality is still kind of making excuses for some of these crimes to still continue?
Yeah, it is, because when you think about, if you compare England to like African countries, we're in the first world, man. We got so much things in this country, man. There's so much things these kids could focus on. Again, because I work for sports director, guys, when I see black boys coming in the shop here, and they buy football boots, it makes me so happy. I look at them, I'm like, listen, man, and I always give them flowers, and I'm like, listen, whatever you're doing, stick to this lane, okay? Don't you dare get tempted by the streets, because there's nothing going to come out the streets but L's. But on the pitch, you're going to get L's and you're going to get W's. So when the young boy comes, hi, can I get this inside? I get so happy, because I know you're doing something positive in your life. But when we leave in work, and you see like a bunch of youths walking by and trying to intimidate like everyday citizen, I just look at them and I just can't comprehend why they're doing it. But like I said, it's like, the whole knife thing, years ago when he first started this platform, one of the first interviews that me and him did, he asked me about knife crimes, and I'm like, look, maybe the only way to strike fear into these people, where if one day they just make a rule that it goes, I know in England you have to get found innocent or guilty, blah, blah. Let's say one year, say, if you get caught with a knife, 10 years. Let's say they'll just brand you something like a law like that, yeah? I told my little brother, I think you'll make a lot of young kids think twice before you leave the house, and they're thinking, wait, if I get stopped with this, I could get 10 years. But now, they know at a certain age, when you get caught with a knife, they might let you go home, you might say it's not yours. So that's my thing. Me and him spoke about it, but again, I wish we lived in a world where they had them kind of laws, but this ain't they call it back in the Wild Wild West. We can't just make up any rules, you know. Before the rules get changed, you have to go into the parliament, that to approve as well. But that was my thing when me and him were talking. It's like, Dread, what would you do to tackle this so-called knife crime? I'm like, look, sometimes you have to strike fear into the humans, you know. But now, look, as a young guy, I used to bump buses, you know, buses back in the days. But then when I got caught one time, I got on the bus for only £1.50. I didn't have a ticket, bro. They fined me like £200. So I asked myself, you know what, is this worth it going forward? Like me trying to bump for just £1.50, I get a fine for like 200. I thought, you know what, it was not worth it. So because I'm afraid of that fine, I'm terrified of that fine, yeah? Bro, right now, I either use even if I'm my overdraft on my bank card, I either use when that thing goes green, than try to risk it, because I'm afraid of that penalty. Yeah, bro, it's not nice. How many bus journeys are you gonna take if you get fined for like 150? How many bus journeys are those? Yeah. And back in the day, they used to get beat up, the inspectors, you know. So now they're smart, bro. You know what?
They come like a gang. They come with the police.
No, there's more police officers than inspectors. Yeah. And them boys are there ready with handcuffs.
Yeah.
I don't know about them ticket warden get beaten up. You know this? I think that's the worst job in the world to me. You know these sidemen that go around giving people tickets for parking. I hate that job. But simultaneously, I respect it, but I hate them people. And after them, it used to be inspected. I'll see them come on the bus. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Why are you killing my vibe? Because I knew I was in the wrong. But now when I see them, I just take my time. You know, when I know, I encourage. It's like I said, back in the days, we used to see police officers, and then we'll run. You might have like a little knuckle duster. You know, a little thing like them. We might have like a little bag of things. But now, when I see police officers, I'm like, you're right. Officers, the energy is totally changed. And again, like, I'm a father now. I'm in my 30s, but it's something about teenage lives, man. You can't really change their mentality. And it's so they all follow crowds, man. They don't. A lot of them don't really have leaders. And I don't know what this drill music. Yeah. Believe it or not, we grew up on rap, and our parents used to look at rap as the devil's music. Because again, rap, they were talking about this drill music. These guys are talking about smoking the dead ops, bro. How you gonna make a song about I'm smoking your like? It's this. I don't remember Tupac and them lot talking. They'll say, I F your girl, give me, you remember back in the days, but the way that these just like disrespecting each other nowadays,
they're actually going as far as saying like they'll go to their grave and
and actually do that.
Bro, that's so devilish, bro.
The disrespect has gone up. And when you see the music videos, like I said, during COVID, me and my brother were talking, I think a lot of us black people wasn't really on to wearing masks, innit? Because somehow, for some reason, when there's like an invisible enemy, black people think we're invincible for some reason, innit? If they tell you, now you know if somebody was told you, before COVID, they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a strong virus in there. Black people are like, nah, bro, but you see.
I had the badge. Did I wore the badge? So
no, my.
You could, so they could see it.
Yeah, that you're immune, so you can't.
Exempt.
One time I go on the bus, one woman had it so exempt, and everybody was wearing masks. But for some reason, like black people, we're not afraid of viruses like that. So during COVID, I'm sure, bro, I'll leave the house because my son was taking milk at the time, baby milk. So I need to go buy milk. But one time I go out and I see like 8-9 black boys on the bus, and they're all just listening, no drill, bro. COVID's gone now. Yeah. I get on the bus now, and there's two wearing the mask. It's they're living the life backwards now, isn't it? Now they go them bellies now. I'm like, bro. Is there some kind of like teenage COVID that we don't know that's still in the air? But it's a fashion. They get on the bus, they just try to intimidate the public. So that's the only one thing I disagree with, like this teenage life. It's like they're living wrong. And right now where we're standing, imagine there's a Paris studio just like literally 5 minutes away. There was a boy that got shot there like in February last year, just because he stepped on another boy's trainers. Imagine, got shot in the head. It's disgusting. But even with guns, and these are all teenagers that are doing this issue themselves. So I think sometimes when me and him talk, and sometimes the celebrities, you know, the big guys like Kane or Wiley, Giggs, they should be stepping up. Because why is Elba going on that Philly and Chance podcast? Any other rapper came on, for example, like Fredo or Central C, somebody with a good follower. Because when it's like, if a black boy sees Eldris Elba talking about knives, you're not going to take him serious. We're thinking, whatever, man, this guy grew up in Scotland, he's a billionaire. But if you see someone like Giggs talking about knives, you're going to pay more attention. You're thinking, whoa, Giggs grew up in Peckham, he's done this, done that. So I feel like we have to put pressure on our so-called leaders in the community, tell them they should spray more wide, like positive messages. But again, who are we? There's nothing we can do to tell them what to do with their free time they've got.
Can I be honest with you? For me, I feel like a lot of them, they're scared. They're scared to change it up a little bit because they feel like if they're scared, if they change it up and they lose a little bit of their credibility and their clout, I feel like they feel like the money they're making or whatever, it won't be the same. And I feel like they're scared of that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So going back to you, people like Fredo and all of these drill guys, I feel like right now, they're not bad guys, but I feel like they're just like scared because they're thinking, bro, this is my bread and butter. You get me? They feel like so it's like a catch-22 in our communities. Even going back to all of these people that we see, like all of these grown adults that sometimes, again, I used to cuss a lot of people thinking, you're a fucking adult. Like, you got kids. Like, imagine if one of your nieces or nephews go, you get me, something happened to someone close to you, but you're the same person playing this fucking violent music on, championing this fucking music on radio and whatever. But why? Because a lot of these people, once again, it's a simple vicious circle that people, it's there right in your faces. A lot of these people, it's like, they're scared to lose this clout and money because it's the first time they're getting it. Social media is bigger than ever, all of these things. So that's why I think it's a catch-22, bro. I hope you guys can understand what I'm saying. But I feel like that's why a lot of these guys are, even gigs, like I'm saying, even a lot of people in private tell me, bro, like, if Gigs changed up his music, a lot of people wouldn't listen to him like that. And it's quite sad to say that, but a lot of people tell me, Chef, I get where you're coming from, but if some of those people that really switched up their music, or even some of them tried a little bit, and remember, people's attention span is so like, it's so bad nowadays.
Yeah.
Bruv, you don't really have, I don't care about what people say, yeah, bruv. Any of these people, yeah, don't have, you know, like there's a core following, a code.
Yeah.
Look, you can have loyal followers, but bro, a loyal follower one day could end up and say, bro, I don't even fuck with you anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, but I don't fuck with you anymore. So I feel like even a lot of these guys, they've got, like, obviously people that love the music, that follow them, but I don't feel like nowadays, just do one thing, someone will be like, hey, thank you so much for all of these years, but I don't fuck with you anymore. Because what? They've got different options. There's all of these different artists from all over the place. So they're thinking, bro, I need to keep my place. Otherwise, I don't give a fuck. A lot of these people probably like, because they're all humans, you get me? I'm not saying this is true, but I also feel like these guys, regardless of the clout, regardless of how much money they've made already, deep down, I feel like some of them, they're still a little bit insecure. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like they're a little bit insecure because, once again, it's just that little kid still, of like, no, if I'm getting this money, I've got this club, but I could easily be replaced. I don't want to be replaced. You get me? And then overall, hey, other people said then these are selfish motherfuckers. Other people who I speak to said these people, they're just using the community. You get me? And they're not giving back to the community. They keep on making this violent music, and you get what I'm trying to say. And they're not giving back to the community. They're just letting the community fucking, you know, kids in the community go crazy, but they're making money off this drill music. You get me? So, like, you know,
bro,
it's crazy. It's a crazy cycle. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying, but there's a race of people, guys, here, between us here. Like, you can't criticize them. If you wanna get cancelled the quickest, say one bad thing about them and you get cancelled quickly, and that's the Jewish community. I'm sure you understand. Yeah. Remember, Kanye used to be crazy for years and he never got cancelled.
Yeah.
The moment he got onto that community talking about Hitler, all them kind of thing, he got cancelled. And who else did it in UK? Wiley. So I get what you're saying. Now I think a lot of them sat back and so remember Wiley used to be popping in it. But the moment he made that comment, it's no longer relevant now. Wiley, so I get what you're saying. That's why when you're talking about the whole time I was listening and then all of a sudden Wiley came in my mind. The moment he said that, he lost his little so-called class. So
don't mention the Jewish or the gay community.
Yes, the LGBT. But when it comes to black people, you could shit on us all day long, innit? And you still won't get cancelled. That's what I'm trying to say, Chef. Yeah, I know these dudes are scared to come out. Yeah, put the knife down, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh no, then I'm going to lose my gig. I'm going to think I'm a bad man anymore. But bro, sometimes when you got the attention span of the nation, you use whatever you can, because you're right. Nowadays we've got so much, like, there's a plethora of options, isn't it? Like, you know, I don't listen to gigs now, because we've got so much. Remember, back in the day, we used to get information, like, in the middle, but now information comes, like, in the fast lane. You get your phone, you scroll TikTok, within 20 minutes, you could watch a list that God knows how many videos. But you're right, what social media is...
You can be easily replaced, basically.
And
it's like, bruv, even if I ask you both to name me a good 10 music artists from the UK who you guys think they've got a cult following, proper loyal following, any money you guys will struggle. Because, bruv, all of these guys have got a good following, like whatever, but bro, there's levels to this shit. There's levels from having some people who will check for you easily because everybody's got phones. Oh, this dropped. Oh, this person has dropped. And you're always there. Kids have got a lot of time, but there's a difference between having a good following versus a cult, a proper loyal, a solid loyal following. Nowadays, not a lot of artists care. Even a lot of people that are doing mad numbers. When you guys deeper, it doesn't really exist anymore. It's very difficult. Why? Because we spoil. So going back to what I'm saying, these lot are saying, guys, even behind closed doors, let's keep it real. It's human nature that all of us like. You think you want to think about yourself first and your family first. So behind closed doors, maybe some of these people say, bruv, I know I could do this, but nah. This was making my family money. This was making me money. And even a lot of people probably looking at Wiley and saying, if I ever stepped out, look how many people are not even helping Wiley or saying anything. Everybody just like, I don't want none of that. So a lot of these people, once again, it's like the slavery mentality kind of thing. A lot of people are like, If I do that, if these people leave me and Massa,
that slavery mentality, that slavery analogy you made is good. Back in the days, yeah. Listen, no example, like there was a bunch of slaves, yeah. When you had one rebel slave that was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna go pick cotton today. What the slave masters did, they'll get that one slave, yeah, and they'll make all the slaves to stop work. Let's say like 20 or 30 of them, yeah, and then that one guy that said no, chef, yeah, he will get beat up so much basically in front of everybody else, and all the other slaves would just look up and think, damn, I don't want master to do that to me, and then everybody will fall in line. So I get what you're trying to say. So even though we've still got that so-called like slavery mentality where if one person's got the bag, they're the one to share the bags. Everybody feel like, you know what, if I've got it, I'm gonna hold on to it as long as I can. But these dudes have been famous for years, bro. Like before YouTube came.
Yeah.
Them guys were popping, and even now, when you're thinking like, when are you actually gonna do something to change the community? Because all you've done in the past, you've been a detriment to your society. You got low kids like Digga D nowadays. Yeah. There was some Digga D who's a detriment to his community, but a rapper will come out and all he did was scam people. But record label don't wanna do nothing with him. Wait, you scam the old lady. But somebody like Digga D talking about stabbing boys, they'd rather sign him. Because they know a lot of people are going to be listening to Digga D talking about, oh, I go in these ends, I did this and that. But if a boy talks about, yeah, my name is this, I go around scamming people, they're going to, no, we don't want that to do with you. So the whole society now, it's almost like it's built, but it's messed up, it's built backwards. So the only thing we can do now is basically, what you're trying to say is look after your own, bro. That's what it is. It's all about everyone for themselves. But you're telling me, they print new money every day, fam.
Bro,
right now there's a rapper coming out, we don't even know.
Of course.
But by next year it's going to be popping. And that's how life is. There's always room for improvement. But black people, for some reason, it's like carnival comes, we get together. So after that, it's like everybody just goes their separate ways. But bro, we don't have anything that unites us.
Even then, it's still a slippery slope because at the end of it, you can see madness.
Who got stabbed?
You don't keep on talking about carnival. You're not even hearing that. Like it's not controversial. In terms of like, I was even having this conversation once again. People are starting to complain about carnival. That carnival is changing. Like the original Caribbean people, the old school people. A lot of them on social media and everywhere. A lot of conversations are happening. A lot of these people are saying, listen, this is not what carnival used to be.
It's not.
A lot of these people now are just turning it into any other fucking vibe. And the roots of the Caribbean, you know, like, because carnival is mainly, you know, for the Caribbean people from the islands or whatever. And carnival is meant to be like just
joy,
a thing for us to go into their world, right? Carnival is meant to be like, you know, it's like me taking you into my world and teaching you about my history, but at the same time, you get what I'm saying, celebrating it. And, you know, giving you some lessons about this is our culture. You get me? This is the way we celebrate. And today or this week and however days carnival goes on, whenever it's on, it's like, it's about the Caribbean people from different islands of the Caribbean. But now it's like, even as an African, I totally understand because over the last few years now, you go to carnival, you listen to fucking some rap music in one place, you listen to Afrobeat and whatever. And this year it's been announced. I think it's been confirmed. This year it's been announced that you see these floats. These moving cars, usually with different sounds. I think like a few of them are not gonna be there anymore.
Wow.
For the first time, and I think they're gonna come.
And as black people, imagine even we're feeling negative about it, Imagine how the white people must feel, because this is their country.
Of course.
Yeah, and they actually allow us to go out and enjoy ourselves. Like what you said is true, right? Carnival's meant to be like a gathering festival, the get together thing where we're celebrating our roots, man. But now it's like you speak to women and you go like, nah, man, I don't wanna go. Even grown women are talking about. I know they're talking about with the negative prone side to it, and that's because it's like I said. I don't know what it is about black people. Sometimes it feels like we're cursed, man. You give us something nice, we turn around and we just turn into something negative. Back in the days when there was a rave, it's like you always had this, you can't go and enjoy yourself because you always have to like be on your 2 feet because you feel like anything could kick off.
The moment you...
Bro, that's trauma.
Even the moment you walk in there, it's like the energy is low.
Yes.
There's like a big hole right in the middle, the center of where people should be done, and then everyone around is just watching.
All the man them are on the side.
Who's the first to
everybody just praying. It's like lions in the jungle, or just when you're eyeing up each other, like who's the hardest, like who's there. Man them are in the dark building up, and then all it takes is like somebody have to break the ice. You get them crazy chicks that'll go, they start one, you get them crazy boys, and then before you know it, the floor gets fueled. But it's just, I used to go rave with my boys, and then I'll get this feeling, and I go eventually go clubbing with these white boys, and I feel so relaxed, like, and they're not my people. So around my own people, I'm like, I don't know what to. I don't know what to say. Basically, I have to be. I'm on my alertness. But when I go play with these
you let your
Indian
hair down.
boys,
You let your guard
Asian,
down.
they're like, "You're right, mate." The only thing about it, their breath smells the alcohol. They'll just
you're
come like,
talking
"You're
to
right, mate." Blah 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 blah. That's the only thing. Do you want me to buy you a drink? But
Do you want to pop a pill?
yeah, and bro, I told my boy Ryan, I'm like, bro, this energy that I'm feeling in Finchley is so different compared to Tottenham. We go to a rave in Tottenham, like a house party. You have to look tough. You have to find the corner. But go Finchley, fam, everybody just enjoying themselves, man.
Can I tell you exactly what it is?
I stopped going because of that, man. it's not like you're going there to dance.
Yeah,
why are you trying to look all hard and massive?
But going back to what you guys are saying, bruv, you see the environment, like the environment with some of our so-called black people or whatever, bro. And even that's why even this thing of like saying just because, bro, I've learned just because you're black, you're not my fucking brother or sister, bro. Because humans, you know what's the illusion? This fucking color. Deep it, bro. How the fuck are we gonna grow up? How are we gonna grow up in areas where it's like our mums, all of us are coming up with the same struggles, but at the same time, for whatever reason, we cannot get to a point to actually realize that, and it's the complete other way around, where it's like fucking wanna kill each other, wanna do all of these dumb shit. This clearly shows you
what
that
I'm saying is true. This whole postcode, repping postcode, bro. Do you know your mom pays for the house you're living in? Yeah? These are my ends. These are my ends. No,
follow the Americans. That's with the Crips and
the Crips and the Blood repping ends. Like, bro, you're living on a council estate, bro, and you're gangbanging on what thing? That's what one of my favorite comedians of all time was Cat Williams.
Of course.
Sometimes black people will wake up hungry for no reason. You got niggas in America like gangbanging on bacon in the morning. They just had bacon and eggs for breakfast, but still walking around the house.
Mad,
Bro, you got cornflakes in your stomach and you're still walking around.
It's true, bro.
Something I don't know what it is about us black people. Sometimes I don't know. Again, I don't know how to get rid of it, and it almost just seems like each generation is just getting more dangerous and more dangerous, innit?
Yeah.
It just seems like we're meant to get better. Maybe we're meant to evolve. Like when you hear like football, we're meant to say, "Oh yeah, this generation is getting better in football," but it's almost like streetwise, crime-wise, it's like the crime rate is just keep going up the roof, and I just don't understand why that happens.
Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. It's true, man.
So when he talks about what you think we should do together, I don't, honestly, you get to a point where it's like you get disappointed in your own community because you feel like you want to do something, but not everybody's on it. But when something happens, then people come out talk about knife crime. If something was to happen, oh yeah, let's put it, let's do that. Once that stops, everybody just goes back to reality.
Yeah, I feel like with this whole knife crime thing, because you see like certain people around the area, they'll come and say like we're advocating for to stop the knife crime. You know, you give me a certain amount of money to try and help with the situation. I just feel they're just trying to put money in their pockets.
Anything
what has come out of that from them? All these people trying to stop this knife crime and all this other crime that is going on. Where's the positives that have come out of that? Because it still goes on. You know, when people are getting chefed up to death with machetes and that, all what you were doing there, like, was that stopped?
Thank you. That's again, like I don't know if you heard about this church. There was this English church where younger black people had the pastor was Pastor Toby or something.
One of my bedrooms.
Was he one of them?
That nigga's still hustling too now.
Bro, the things I heard this guy was doing to black people, it hurt me, man. And you're right. It's not even like English community, it was the black community. Like, apparently you join the church, they take these girls and they're giving their bank card. Every month you get to get a certain amount of money. Look, man.
They call it breaking your bank account.
Wow. There's a group of criminals, Chef, I hate, you know, like scammers, corners, but when these humans use God's name, to me, that's the lowest you could get. Because now in America, you got this bambi like, old ladies like her mums, their grandpa, they go to church every Sunday, and they have to give that donation to the church. It's like, I wonder whatever happens to that money. The money don't go by the community, and you see the pastor with a private jet, man with a Lamborghini, a Ferrari. What?
And all these other names.
Pastor Toby.
And then even in his church, they did the whole thing with...
Yeah, everybody knows.
You see, you're making everyone show all their Crips in front.
No way.
Yeah.
So you couldn't go in that circle if you had, no name brands or anything going. That's how it is.
Guys, what did I tell you earlier? Materialistic.
I was hearing about Pastor
community, bro. Materialistic.
And then when you hear like the after effects of like all that money that they're making.
Yeah, what happens to it?
It's going all to him.
To him.
Yeah, Pastor Toby, yeah. Bro, Pastor Toby's still making money till this second.
Still, even though
the police, I think he's with the police.
I saw a documentary.
They tried to shut him down a few times.
Santoro trying to get onto him, that brother Vic Santoro. Like,
I think so, yeah.
Made a BBC documentary, people came. I thought that was it, but he's still popping.
Oh, it's still popping. I feel like he's in bed with the police.
He's just changed the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
he rebranded.
He's done like he's got a different branch.
Wow.
But he's tried to like. So I'm sure he's back in Nigeria.
He's not.
He's still in the UK though. I've seen him. There's some videos came out even recently. I don't know how long ago, but even one of the podcasts that I watched, 90s Baby. You know, 90s.
Yeah.
You know, like they've had him on there. He went on there.
He came.
Yeah, he went on there. He's still. Listen, for me again, we know that as black people, sometimes if you try to do a lot of that shit in these countries, and even a lot of people from your own community are making a lot of noise about you, let's face it, usually the police will come down or the government will eventually take you out, right? Because they do. That's why they do anyway.
Yeah, they'll want to stop that time ago,
so
man.
You guys, exactly. So you guys think about it. How come even the law, the government hasn't been able to take this guy down?
If you're smelling somebody's like growing plants on your road, you call the police. They're gonna come and shut it down, right? Mm-hmm. When they made that BBC documentary, I'm thinking bro, this man is done. You're telling me he rebranded himself, like changed the name.
Yeah, he remarketed. He's still Pastor Toby, but he just rebranded some of his shit.
You're right, man. When it comes,
obviously he's doing things a bit more cautiously.
Yeah.
He's still doing
what he does.
These stories were sad. I'm talking about girls like my sister's ages, Yeah, he made me take out a loan in my account. I had to go take a loan, and I'm thinking like, what?
Yeah.
And all of them are still suffering from that now. Because what they used to do is like they'll make sure that obviously because it's a dodgy business, they don't want their families to get involved. Okay. So they'll make an excuse to the family, so it seems like everything is all cool. You know what I mean? So basically, they distance themselves from the family. Obviously, they don't know what's really going on. So basically, the family doesn't even hear from them because they're literally trapping.
That sounds like a cult.
It was literally a cult. Everyone was saying.
Wow. I think one thing I realize about black people is like we love money simply because we feel like money. There's not a lot of money that's printed for us. Yeah. So we love getting it. So that every example like that pastor, Hash Puppy, imagine actually to put their brain to good use. Let's do something for the community. But the way they just come, like I said, when it comes to black people, we're like, even though we're no longer slavery, so every time we're still segregated. Yeah. Whether we realize it or not, it's an indirect competition. Even though gigs like Skepta, but deep down inside gigs under how much zero Skepta's got in his account, and how much zero Skepta's got. So because of that, it's like it kind of keeps you apart. When you see each other wireless, you know the fake love, like my guy. Because bro, I don't know about you, but my life now, let's not see brothers I went to school with like years ago, or even guys I used to work with, bro. When I see them in that moment, they will show me so much love that nothing's gone past. Yo, bro, Ahmed. You link up, bro. You exchange numbers, and then all of a sudden, certain man go away like nothing. They won't message you, and this happens to me on a plethora of occasions. So I thought to myself, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Am I doing something wrong? I speak to him, I speak to my cousin, and everybody's like, bro, there's some fake love now. This is ridiculous, bro. Yeah. They're championing their friends on social media. They'll reply to friends on social media, but you, in real life, they mean like, bro, it's been a long time, man. Give me your number, let's catch up. That'll be the last word you holler right there.
I was telling her.